This is all about the things you think about when you're driving. So I am on my way from Elliott Lake to Sudbury. I got a lot of things I need to do in Sudbury today. And when I'm on the road for, quite a while, I started thinking of all sorts of things. And this thought came up actually this week sometime. But I thought I'm going to take the time now to kind of talk a little bit more about it, because I think it's a reality of all of us who are aging, and we're all aging, let's face it. So I'm in a small town, right? Elliott Lake. It's in the middle of nowhere. I enjoy living in Elliott Lake. There's a lot of things that I enjoy about it. The one thing that came up just recently was the fact that when I get sick, okay, I'll get more specific. When I die, or when I'm dying, and I'm still here, if I'm still here, who is going to come and visit me? That's what came up. Who is going to drive all the way here to come and visit me? And, when I think about it out loud, like I am right now, who knows how old I'll be, right? I mean, that could happen tomorrow. I could be dying tomorrow, for all I know. But if I'm in my 80s, or even later than that, because I think I'm going to live to be an old 90-year-old, even older, I think most of my friends are going to be gone anyways. And I'll probably be in some kind of, I don't know, maybe retirement home, although they don't have one. Oh, they do have one here. By then, I'll more than likely be somewhere else other than my apartment. And more than likely, my friends will be gone. Now, if I decided to think more outside the box, I could, and this is where it gets challenging, because I started thinking, why don't you move back closer to Ottawa, right? That's where most of my friends are. Barb lives there. Jean and Chantal live out there. Marianne lives there. I have a lot of good friends that live in the Ottawa area. And if I live closer to there, they'd be more apt to take a drive for 1 hour or less instead of 8 hours to see me. Now, again, nobody can predict where we're going to be when we're 80, 85, 90. Because by then, my friends could be, could be gone. Even if I lived closer to them, they could all be gone anyways. My kids might still be alive, right? And they'd come and spend time with me, or although maybe my youngest son doesn't like dying, and I can't blame him. I think he's got a fear. It scares him. He doesn't talk a lot about it, but I think he does, because he didn't even want to see my dad when my dad was dying. He didn't. So when my dad died, I was there by myself. My son just chose not to come in. So maybe in 30 years from now, or less, it'll be different. And besides, if I'm dying, I may not know that, who's there. All these things that you think about, I don't know, have you ever thought about that? I think it's different when you live close to your family. Well, even then, even if you live closer to your family, they may not visit you. Some of the family members may pass before you do. Who knows, right? So I think what I'll do with this one, I'm not going to table it. Of course, I'm not going to start making changes now to my life. because I'm comfortable where I am and the rent is affordable. And if I was to move back to Ottawa, I would not be able to afford it. Oh my goodness! You know, yesterday I met a lady. You'll see that on another little video about my meeting with her. I don't know how old she is, but she's a darling. She's an older lady, and she is alone. She's single. I don't know if she was ever married. We didn't get into that kind of stuff. She wanted to know more about Elliott Lake. But she's going to be here, and she's not thinking about that kind of stuff. Or, well, I shouldn't even say that, because these are things we don't talk about, right? We don't talk about that. We might talk about that with our really intimate friends or family members when we are close to that stage. But of course, I had to think about it this week. I don't know why. I'm not sure why it came up, but it did. Probably because I miss my friends. Yeah, I just talked with one of them now, and yeah, I miss chatting with them. I miss going for coffee with them, because I don't have a lot of friends in Elliott Lake. Friends that I can go for coffee with, or just hang out. Anyways, I know this is a kind of almost a depressing subject. It is a reality, and we have to think about it at some point. It just happened to come up maybe sooner than later in my case. I want to hear your thoughts about that. I'm going to let you go because I am still driving, and I'm on the road. Let me show you where I am right now. So this, I'm going to, I'm not on my way to Sudbury. I have to get to the turnoff first. But from Elliott Lake to the Highway 17, there's about 20 minutes. So that's the stretch I'm on. All right, later, Gator. Have a great day.